it's Rachel here, Vicenza Tempo Cane Corso. So we got a doggy lesson going on here. Midnight is, or not midnight, Cashmere's being a butt about her chicken. She's not eating it.
You can put it on a plate.
She won't eat it, but she's guarding it. She doesn't want anybody else to have it. It's pretty funny. Midnight wants it bad. Liberty's been trying to push her luck. She thinks she's tough. You see how Cashmere's ears are pointed back towards me? She's listening. She even looked back at me a little bit.
She's putting in minimum effort.
Mm-hmm. There we go. She starts looking a little bit. She's looking at everybody. She's actually, no, I think I won't yet. I think I'll just sit here. Oh, look at that. So, look at that velocity. The velocity's trying to come in. So did Midnight.
She's like, Mom, I thought you didn't want it. She's like, okay, Mom.
It's very clear communication.
Like,
Very clear communication. No positive reinforcement. She's making it very clear that there will be negative consequences if they mess with her piece of chicken.
The most positive reinforcement she'll give is a warning.
Yeah, that is your positive reinforcement. What are you doing, Liberty? Go away. Go away, pooper scooper. So Blondie's seeing if she can sneak up from behind.
She's plotting.
Yeah.
Look at her posing.
Preacher, rude. Why do you always do that? Go, quit. No, both of you quit. Go away. No, stop it. Rude. Rude. Preacher, don't push me around, dude.
Or like daughter, like father. Like father, like daughter.
Warnings. Escalates, gets a little bit louder. Liberty's still pushing her luck.
It's like, in case you didn't hear me the first time.
Oh, she's still proceeding forward even though there's a warning. She's amped it up a little. Quit. Oh. She did not heed the warning. And they came in and took it anyway. No, Cashmere, so Cashmere knows she messed up. So she's over at me asking for forgiveness. That's what she's doing right now. She's asking for forgiveness.
Hey, Liberty. Oh my God, look at Liberty.
Now, I knew that she wouldn't actually hurt Liberty because Liberty's a puppy. And Liberty actually needed to learn. She's been getting a little bit, high on herself a bit, you know what I mean? Pushing boundaries a bit, and sometimes it's a lot easier to just let a dog teach a boundary than it is for me to step in and save her from that. So Cashmere's over here desperately trying to get my approval, because she knows she met. Oh, look, and there's Liberty going back out there trying to get some.
Look at Cashmere watching her.
And so,
I can't believe her.
yeah, and she's fine. She don't got a mark on her.
Hightailing it up over there with her hightail. Placing her flag on it.
But she had to learn. Look at that tail up on Liberty, I tell you.
Call it flag, not a tail.
Yeah. Poor miserable Cashmere. Poor miserable Cashmere. Look at this. Look at this dog. Look at her. Poor miserable Cashmere. You're fine. You're fine. I'm not mad at you. She was sassing you.
Cashmere doesn't really feel bad.
She was sassing you. You was.
She doesn't feel bad.
Yeah.
If she did it to her. You know, got onto her. She
No,
just feels bad. She didn't ask for this. It's something, you know, she didn't like look back.
yeah.
Cashmere, why you look so miserable now? She's like, I'm like dead now.
Yeah, but sometimes hard lessons have to be taught.
She's like, yeah, my chicken's gone.
And you'll see there's no hard feelings. Liberty's not scared of Cashmere. She could care less. You know, even with that harsh correction, you know, there's no hard feelings. She's not traumatized. So, and honestly, that's dog society. You know, you either do what you're told or there's a correction. You know, there is no such thing as positive reinforcement in the dog community. And what I always say to people who have a problem with that and who try to say, oh, you should, you know, you shouldn't do that. You should do positive reinforcement. Well, you tell me how it is that that dog can differentiate between a correction from Cashmere and a correction from one of us. And if so, what is causing that distinction? Okay, you tell me how it is that Liberty would somehow see it differently and respond differently, because there's no evidence for that. And the reason for that is because we know that because of the fact that they live with us, right? The reason that it works is because they see us as pack members, not because they don't. And that's why they're able to take a correction from us. So just keep that in mind.
All I have to say is Midnight was smart. And knew
Oh, yeah,
exactly
she did.
what
Yeah,
was
she
gonna
came
happen.
right in. Yeah, she came. She swooped right in.
Vulture.
Right in. Yes, she did.
Like a vulture.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
I'll take that right there.
And you saw everybody else knew better. Nobody else went over there. Nobody else kept pushing that boundary because everybody knew better. Liberty had to learn that lesson. And she's fine. You can tell she's not bleeding. There's literally not a mark on the dog. So for any of the bleeding heart people that are like, oh my God, how could you? Why don't you ask her that? Because she's the one who set herself up for failure. When going over there sassing Cashmere, the alpha. So,
Yeah, she got a warning.
yeah, but that's dog society, man. That's about as raw and uncut as it gets. So that's a strong correction right there. Anything more than that, and they're bleeding and getting real hurt. But she wasn't trying to actually hurt her. She was trying to teach her a lesson, but she wasn't actually trying to hurt her.
Liberty William.
So I see you, Cashmere. I know. Look at her. She's so funny.
She's coming over.
She's so funny. She's like, I'm sorry. I was emotional. She was looking at my chicken. I told her not to, and she wouldn't listen. I got tired of it, and I gave her a correction. Yeah, I get it. You're all right. You're all right. Preacher, really, dude? Go away. Really, Preacher? I swear, if you don't quit hitting on my camera, you and I are going to have a bad day, young man.
You know exactly.
You better quit that. He always hits my camera. He just walks up and nudges it with his nose.
He does that with everything.
Yeah, he does it. It's true. Yeah, if he wants you to do something, he'll just walk up and prop his big old head up underneath your arm. He's so funny.
He won't stop either. He'll do it every single time.
He's so funny. But having said that, I wouldn't have allowed like Velocity to go up and do that, because that would have been an entirely different thing. That would have been a real challenge from Velocity, because Velocity is old enough to know better. And so Cashmere's reaction to an older dog doing that would have been totally different than what it was with a puppy like Liberty. So just keep that in mind. I don't just go around letting my dogs fight, obviously. I get people hounding on me all the time saying, why don't you just let them be dogs? Well, because dog society is brutal. And that's just a little sliver of it. So that's why we don't allow them to do it. Anyway, I'm going to let y'all go. It's been a long day. I'm going to hit the sack and go to bed. Bye.
Preacher, really?
Dude, Preacher. Ah.